So, quick little video. I will be getting a little bit political, mainly because this is really going to possibly affect me making content in the future. I'll kind of explain through the video, but, frick politics, am I right? Anywho, I kind of wanted to have a more organized thought process before addressing this, but things are just happening way too quickly. And I don't have a script or anything, so I'm gonna try and be as direct as possible. If you've been on social media in any way, if you've been mainly on Twitter, I'm seeing a lot of this. If you've been on Twitter, you've likely heard about the Kids Online Safety Act, which is basically censorship in the name of child protection. I'm going to link stuff in the descriptions. You can do your own research with that. This bill was passed in the UK recently, and this bill has been introduced in the USA. This is also being introduced in other locations, but this is not that kind of video. You're gonna have to do your own research with that. It's becoming very much more evident that this is not about child safety. This is about just censoring and monitoring people. And I don't want to get political. I don't want to get into stupid political arguments, but I think we can all agree that this is a direct violation of the First Amendment. This is a direct violation of free speech. This is not okay. We need to fight this. We need to be annoying about this. Everyone needs to be annoying about this. Literally everyone. If there's one time that we all can coordinate and actually work together for once, now is probably that time, because this is a step in such a dangerous direction. I want to give more coherent thoughts about this, but I'm trying to take a break soon again and go on hiatus and stuff, but I don't honestly even know if I can do that just based off of everything that's happening. One thing that is happening as well is I saw somewhere that YouTube is going to require an ID to confirm your age and stuff in the US. A lot of this stuff has kind of definitely been happening in the UK. There's stuff happening in Australia about YouTube getting restricted for 16-year-olds and under. And a lot of the censorship is also trying to come into the US. To which I want to just kind of make known before this stuff happens that if I am going to be needing to give my identification for something that hasn't needed it for the literal 5-6 years I've been on YouTube, if any of these socials start asking for my identification and I don't literally need to use it, I'm not going to be giving my ID. I'm going to fight this. Spotify should not have my verification to just listen to music. They should not need my ID for that. YouTube should not need my ID just to watch a stupid YouTube video. Wikipedia should not need my ID just to look up facts about turtles or whatever, okay? This should not be happening. And the fact that it just happened, this is all happening within a week. The fact that this all just happened, it boggles my mind and very much concerns me as a creator, because a lot of stuff that's getting censored is stuff that's not just NSFW. There's horror stuff being censored. There's serious topics being censored. There's mental health topics being censored. And there's things like this being censored. And my original content and things that I want to start engaging with and making content of is stuff that talks about mental health and is stuff that kind of gets a little serious and dark. When you censor one thing, you basically have to censor everything, and there really is no good answer. If it's about kids' safety, it's not, but let's pretend that this is about kids' safety. That is entirely on the parents. That is entirely on the parents to try and protect their kids. It is not the internet's job to parent your children. I lied, there is actually a good answer. It's that parents are actually present in their child's lives and don't just throw an iPad at children to entertain them, and actually be a parent. I don't think that's very controversial to say, so I'm gonna say that. Stop letting your iPads raise kids, and maybe raise your kids yourself. With a lot of this censorship and stuff, I really question how long I can maintain being a content creator. which is horrifying to think about because this is essentially my life. I create. I love to create. I love to make. And I don't feel comfortable continuing to do that if I constantly have to give out my ID on websites and I constantly have to basically censor myself, because it's either censor myself, let them censor me, or sit down and shut up entirely. And I feel concerned if I will be censored for merely talking about mental health topics such as, my experiences with self-harm, my experiences with depression, anxiety, and not feeling comfortable with myself, or even just burnout and feeling the way that I have before. I straight up won't be able to talk about that stuff if, because the laws are broad enough. If the government no likey, they will take ye away. And even if this stuff doesn't get censored right now, right away, how long? At this point I question it, that if it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of time. Creating music, creating art, creating things, they're all motivated in some way by something. And if I cannot express that, there's no point in doing it. If I'm going to get censored for speaking out, I will speak out. That's not true. I will speak out as much as I can. Really, I'll stop if I have to give IDs and stuff to just freaking use the internet. I'm not doing it. I'm definitely going to be pushing back against this as much as I can. I will try and link a bunch of stuff in the description to kind of, you guys can do your own research, and the only way we can really fight this is to spread awareness, be as annoying as possible about it, talk about how we don't like this, and bring it up to your state representatives, your state senators, call the fire out of the Visa and Mastercard companies. Just waste their time. Literally just waste their time. We cannot stop. We cannot stop until things go back to the way they were 5 days ago. This is incredible that this has happened in I got whiplash from how quick this stuff evolved. I was hearing stuff about the UK kind of getting censorship and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. And then it's coming here. And I'm like, what? I just kind of wanted to let people know if the trend of censorship and needing IDs to verify and stuff keeps up, because it is unfortunately looking to be that way. I really hope it doesn't, or this stuff gets eradicated immediately and doesn't happen. I won't continue creating. I just won't. It sucks, but I really don't know what else to do other than be annoying about it, and I want to be annoying about it. Don't just take my word for it. I want you guys to do your own research as well. I do want you to at least do your own research, formulate your own opinion, and act in response to that. This really sucks because a lot of my plans are just porked. A lot of things that I wanted to create and do and work on and talk about, I don't even know if I can.